Hey, Tom here, FlipAnythingUSA. Got a lot going on. It's Saturday right now. I've got quite a bit going. Right now I'm actually heading to a food trailer park that I'm opening up, or a food truck court, or whatever you want to call it. On the way, and I'm going to talk to you guys about this more later, I call it a real estate barbell. Basically, I got my home here, okay? That's one end of a barbell, because I buy up everything around my home that I see, because I'm always around in close proximity to real estate that's at home. And then I take this, the bar, or the barbell, and I run it down to the other end, which would be my work, okay? Where my office is, or where I do business, one of my companies, whatever. And then I start to buy around there. And so, if you looked at, I've got a real estate barbell in California, I've got a real estate barbell in other states, and what's common is you'll see one end where I buy up houses around my home, and then the bar is stuff that I buy along the way on my way to work. And then of course I'm always at home or I'm at work more than I am traveling in between. But what's funny is you'll see on my real estate barbells is you'd have one end of the barbell is rather large, and then you go down through the bar, and those are most likely the beginning of the barbell is the one end of the weight, say, is like 100 pound, or it's big, and it is really residences and homes and maybe lots, because it's going to be a residential area near where I live. Then the travel on the way to my office, that's going to be usually along a highway, or more of a high traffic route, which means commercial properties. And so I usually buy up commercial along the way, because I always tell you, shop what you're near, around your home, around your work, and in between. Don't usually talk about the in between much, but like right now, we've probably passed 7 properties since I left my home that I owned or have owned. I can see some down here I own, and now here I'm on the bar now. Okay, now we're kind of getting into the bar. A bunch of houses still all around us that I own, and now this is kind of a commercial route. I'm getting on a main road, and there's one I own. Here's another one I own, and another one I own on the right. Another pretty big one there. And now we're passing by others that I own. Okay, in fact, you can take a quick peek here. Look, right there. That's the one that's in escrow right now. That's the one that's selling. I own that one. I also own this other one. Or I sold that one. But we're on the barbell. We're on the bar of the barbell, right? And now we're heading toward what's ultimately kind of near my office, which is the other end of the weight on the other end of the barbell. Okay, so we're still on that straight line. About to pass another one that I own. This one would be a commercial one. Over here on my right, and you can see it starts to get more commercially again here. I'll speed up here a little bit. So now we're on that path to the other end, and ultimately, when I'm explaining this to you because I'm driving it, but also you should think about this. You're buying up around your home. Now you go along the way, you're always looking. And now, like I say, we're going by the stuff that I own along the way. And then when we get down to the end, where ultimately I'm taking you to where I'm opening up a food trailer park, that's the other end, that's the other weight on this end. Now, if you looked at these 2 barbells, one would look bigger than the other, and you might think the one that's bigger is actually more valuable than the other end, but it really isn't that way. I own fewer properties this way, but they're much, much more valuable than the residential stuff, because we're passing the commercial stuff. We're going actually to the end that's more commercial, right? And we're actually passing some commercial stuff that I own right now, actually, too. But this is the bar. This is the bar, okay? And ultimately, we will get to the food park. And I'm just kind of checking on it. It's pretty neat, these food trailers today, or I'm going to find out. I don't know. you're supplying water, you're supplying electricity. It's hot right now. They're pretty much a self-contained unit. When they plug into you, what's going to run your electric bill through the roof is, and I'm anticipating because I've never dealt with it before, is the refrigeration on the unit. Keeping not the refrigerator. That's also going to be a little expense, but it's it's keeping them cool when it's summer. They got an AC blowing the whole time they're in this tiny trailer cooking. So it's never going to get a break. The AC is going to run forever because you're cooking all the time that you're in there. So it's hot inside, and then so you're constantly fighting that. And it's interesting. I always tell you keep an eye. And I actually, I'm talking to somebody right now, property that's not listed. They have no interest in listing it actually. And actually, here's another. Look at that over here. That's another little food. That's a snow cone. That's a little snow cone trailer we just passed. We're gonna pass another one. Ultimately, when we get to this other end of my barbell, what I'll call the commercial industrial end of my barbell, real estate barbell to confirm. You just got him talking about basically the pattern is like a barbell, only residential on one end and down on the other end it's more commercial, although I have houses down here too now. I got 4, but back there I had as many as 15, probably down to about 8 now. So these food trailer parks are interesting because they're self-contained. They're a self-contained store. There's another one over there behind me. You can't see it. No, well. And they're self-contained, so they kind of like there's nothing for the property to qualify. That they're pretty liberal about where they let you put these food trailers. That's why you see them everywhere. You see them in a gas station parking lot. You see them in different places. And check it out. We're heading toward my property right here. That's it. There's a canopy going in. You see the pickup underneath it. And we'll come over here and take a better look at it. All right. And there's my crew, my concrete crew. They're always great because they help me do everything I want to do. They're always willing to help. It's hard work, man. They do it. So you can see they're putting up a canopy. Right there, this is a canopy. It'll end up having a cover over it, and that's what's going on right now. Now look at this. This is a busy intersection. Now it's actually a Saturday, so it's not as busy as it is during weekdays. But you can see I've got this busy intersection. It's 4 lanes, 2 different directions. Ultimately this property, it's over 3 acres. I've already got plans to add on to it. I've got about 12,000 feet now, and I'll add maybe another 20, or I'll tear this down and I'll ultimately put about 30,000, which is about the max I can get on this. Unfortunately, I'd like to put 60,000 on here. But while this asset is sitting here in a prime location, before I have it fully developed, I'm going to go ahead and put a food court here. So I've got, and because this property used to have this is an old school, actually. This is an old school. And so it used to have trailers on it. It used to have classroom trailers on it. So I've got power all over the place to support these trailers. And that's all you need is power and water. And these trailers, like you see right here, they're pretty much self-contained. And that's how they're supposed to be. So you can see the pipes. That's where the canopy is going to go. There'll be a couple picnic tables under there. I'll come back and we'll show this again. Hey, Antonio, can I ask you something? You mind being on camera again? There's my faithful concrete guy. Always so good. Are we going to move the trailer? Is that what we're going to do?
We don't have it. Key later.
Oh, she didn't leave it?
She traveled, but she didn't leave the key.
She didn't unlock it for you so you can move it? That's okay. It don't matter.
It don't matter. You can move it anywhere.
All right. Okay.
The main thing, we got that thing.
Yeah. Looks good.
Yeah.
Looks really good. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's sitting in concrete, still setting up, I assume?
It's already.
Okay. Perfect. All right, well, maybe we'll pull that tarp off the other one and see what we got. There should be a cable from the old one. Do we have
Yeah,
that?
but we need to know, see if it's the same. It's
Oh,
the
okay.
same, because this is bigger than the other one you put in your house.
Oh, it is? Okay,
Yeah.
if you send me the dimensions, I can check it for you. If you like.
Okay, I got the dimension.
If you want to shoot a picture of it and text it to me.
Okay.
And then we're talking about, I had a couple of these canopies on another property that I bought that didn't get utilized. And so we just got to check the dimensions, the four corners, make sure they're about the same. Because I may already have one for it, otherwise I'll just order a new one. But anyways, you want to just take a picture of the dimensions and send them to me? All right. And we'll square up Monday.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, you got it written down?
Yeah.
All right. Well, while he's writing that down, anyways, like I said, it's just utilizing, they got a prime piece of property with a not so prime building on it, and it's not being used to its full extent, because otherwise, if it was, I would already have all the other, I'd have it built out. But until it's built out, I can get some cash flow off renting trailers, the space to sell food on site. And if it goes well, I may expand it a little bit. I may expand it. So we'll see. But anyways, that's what's going on, and I'll get these dimensions and from him, and we'll check that. You can see better now that the trailer's out, or the truck's out, but you can see that's the framework. That'll provide shade for, it looks about 4 picnic tables, which I think will be a good thing. And it's pretty warm today. So anyways, just kind of want to share what's going on with you today. You know, I hope to get another 2 trailers in here. And at that point, the supposed way these food trailer parks, the more options you have, the better, the more. So in other words, 3 food trucks will do better than 1 food truck. Or they'll do better individually if they're together, as long as they don't compete with each other. You know, you don't want 3 taco trucks, but you might want taco truck, Jamaican food, Korean food. They got all kinds now, and so that's the idea. That way you can stop there and everybody's happy. It's like 3 restaurants in 1 stop. And at a later date, maybe I can expand on this. We'll see. But I'm kind of the only game in town at this part of the area where I'm at. There's other stuff, but there's really not a lot of property like mine available to do such a thing. So I'm hopeful that it's going to work out. And until I build this out and build another 20,000-30,000 square feet, at least I'll have some income coming in. Who knows? Maybe this will be more profitable than putting in a building. But we'll see. So anyways, that's it. And I just want to share that with you. And as this progresses, you'll see more. You'll see the new trailers that come on, or you'll see me just shit can the whole thing because it ain't worth it. Who knows? Anyhow, that's it. Tom here, FlipAnythingUSA. Please share, subscribe, and all that sort of thing. Thanks. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. I enjoy sharing it with you. So be sure to get the app. Do the best money you ever spent. It'll take you further along. You'll be able to share and catalog your properties, and it'll just make you a better, more organized investor. Thanks for watching.